Good afternoon. My name is Angelica Dueñas. I live in Calexico. I'm a resident of Calexico. Not representing anybody but myself as a parent. Excuse me if I don't make sense sometimes, but the purpose of me being here is, as a parent, I'm also trying to look at what will be the future for my children who will become adults in my community. Considering that the casino will be placed in the area where we reside, I was looking for the most positive way of finding the casino being there. And one of the things that I was thinking is, as Mr. Moreno stated, how our community will benefit, like with recreation of parks and all that. I was a little bit disappointed recently because as a parent of a child who will soon be a citizen, she will turn 18 very soon. Her last year in the high school is she is playing basketball, and we asked for the support of a casino, especially Viejas, and we were rejected. We were rejected the support. So now I'm doubting, should I vote for this or not? So I don't know if a lot of citizens, a lot of residents in Calexico will be thinking the same thing. I mean, what are we going to benefit from this? Yes, we're not going to encourage gambling because that's not the only thing, but that's what we do when we go to Viejas. We take our children to do shopping. We take our children to have, family gatherings sometimes there, not to do with the gambling, but if we're going to have that situation right here that the casino does not support our youth, what should we expect? So I just want to make sure that when all these positive things are being said here, that they go forward with that and that they're not, left in just talks. And by the way, this is my first meeting. And like I said, I just want to give the benefit of the doubt that they should reconsider support to our youth who, like I said, will become adults very, very near. And my daughter especially, she wants to be a chef, and she found that project as, having a big casino, having a place where maybe she not has to go out and stay in San Diego or Las Vegas to, achieve her dream in being a chef over there. But she said, Mommy, maybe they have the casino here. I don't have to be away from you. I can come back to my home, which is Calexico. So please consider the support for all the activities that the youth have in our community.
Thank you, ma'am. You did very well. I can't read the first name, but it's a Tapazu?
Thomas Tapuzis.
Sorry, my penmanship isn't what it should be. My name is Tom Tapuzis. I'm a resident of El Centro, and I'm here as an individual. I'm also the chairman of the board of the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. But the comments I'd like to make are based upon myself, not representing the IVDC. First of all, between 1983 and 1987, I had an opportunity to work in the Governor's Office of Economic Opportunity. And at that time, we distributed anti-poverty money and low-income home energy assistance money throughout the state of California. I had a chance to work with American Native tribes from Modoc Siskiyou down to the Southern California tribal chiefs. The experiences that I've had with the Kumeyaay Indians and with Viejas has been one where they always do what they say they're going to do. They're a very trustworthy, a very honest group of individuals. They have lived in poverty. They know what it's like. We help them with home energy assistance, as I said, plus other programs. They have been fortunate to be able to find a new source of economic opportunity, and I believe that they would make good neighbors. The whole Kumeyaay tribe is they're really good folks from what I've seen. The next thing I'd like to talk about is jobs and employment. As you know, here in the Imperial Valley, we do really good during the summer and having record heat, and we also have record unemployment pretty much all year round. What I see the opportunity here was mentioned before, is to bring a Viejas-type center, not just gaming, but a restaurant, a hotel, outlet stores, a source of entertainment to the Imperial Valley, which will not only provide the construction jobs, but it will allow the Valley to have a consistent employer. I've spoken to some of the folks at the EIS about training programs. I know that they're interested in providing training here, which would really help the Valley. I do know that the local training, the WIB, and other entities are looking now at a new strategy of training people for jobs that exist rather than training for people for jobs that might exist. And I think the jobs are pretty well defined. Not only does it create employment, which we generally need and would impact a lot of households, it's an opportunity, as was mentioned before, about the lady whose daughter she hopes to have as a chef, where they'll be able to have a career in the Valley that they don't have today. That opportunity isn't there. The other thing I'd like to talk about is Michael Bracken and I wrote the Economic Development Strategies for the Imperial Valley. And in that, a consistent issue, time and time again, was quality of life. We would ask people, why would you leave the Valley? Especially during August, you know, and well, I'm going to go to San Diego, I'm going to cool off. One lady said, well, you know, she goes up to Palm Desert to go to the spa.
Sir, could you wrap it up for us?
Okay, sure can. And I think what this opportunity would be, would provide us with shopping, with entertainment estate, and would be something that all the people of the Imperial Valley could appreciate and enjoy. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, sir. Do we have anyone else who would like to speak? Please come up, sir. Or ma'am.
My name is Evelyn Sepin, S-E-P-I-N, Ocotillo. I've listened to the comments, both positive and negative, from the audience and our politicians. I've been involved with Indian gaming and the development of the process since the very beginning. I also have long, strong familial ties to those on reservations throughout San Diego County. I have witnessed firsthand the impressive response by the tribes to not only provide for the future needs of their band members, but also the impressive amount of charitable contributions they have made to Southern California. They have planned ahead for their members to become educated and to be able to work within their economic development programs to the extent that they are rewarded for taking classes and excelling and graduating from higher learning institutions. I heard someone say that all they had read about these programs were negative. I take exception to that opinion in that I have seen the growth of our Native population who have gained economic independence. They are becoming educated. They are living healthier. They are interacting with those off the reservations. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, these people were put on reservations and denied those things the white man went to enjoy every day in backcountry reservations where there was no public transportation. The Indian solution, when I first went into the workforce in 1954, and I know this from having worked in the county physician's office in San Diego, was to remove all young children, babies actually, by age of 2 months from the reservation and relocate them into homes in the urban areas. For them to have been denied access, so many of them, to their own families, to maintain their culture, I'm sorry, they've been very giving. Viejas, in the first 2 years of their development, gave back to 123 charitable organizations in San Diego County. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Sir, would you like to speak? No? Anybody else?